Dun, dun, dun. All right, to check. I'm 2 minutes past 7 o'clock on top of the radio. Citizen FM 93.7. Who they check? Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Carry that radio. Hug that radio. Hug 'em tight. Hug 'em tight. Like say something to go on between you and the radio. You understand? Anyway, where they hear, listen to us from any part of the world where you day, salute. Now, good morning to you here. 7:02 from our studio here from Abuja. Now, here we day. And of course, I want to give you better salutation. Now, here, we don't reach the bus stop where we want to take a check. We're waiting the papers, they talk. The bus stop of waiting the papers, them they talk one by one with a check the papers, them all of them they here. Premium Times they here. Premium Times they decide. We check one or two from Premium Times. The Nation they here. Business Day they here. Which other one they here? Yes, Business Day they here. The Nation they here. Vanguard they here. The Guardian they here. The Punch they here. Daily Trust they here. All of them they are so. All right, on to the matters. How political consciousness redefines artists' popularity. Files the rise of a protest musician. All right, so this one they talk about how it be say some kind of musicians when they involve political consciousness to talk about some things that happen inside of the world of politics. How it help some artists stay popular or stay relevant. How they take redefine artist popularity. Now, so the TikTok and media on top of the arrangements this morning. We're going to check them. Yes, we're going to check them based on how it go. Which other one day here? Tech operators outline ways to head off cyber attacks. That one day there. Elumelu Otedola's investments. Wait a minute. Otedola's investments re-echo power sector's potential. Elumelu they talk to say Otedola's investments re-echoes power sector potential. Tinubu faces NAS leadership challenge. Mom on Atiku's dual citizenship petition. So that one I don't know why did they carry this thing. I believe say the NAS supposed to, yes, of course, not the same party. And the president-elect, based on saying the president-elect, if it gets some of the own preferred candidates and what he want and all of that. But NAS leadership, I don't know why they don't fit sort them out on their own for inside of NAS there. So Presido or the president-elect, he got the reason what he want to. He got the reason projects, he got the reason things, he got the reason in appointments, in cabinets, in executive council, he got the reason all those ones. Then he go still the reason NAS leadership, who be Senate President, who be House of Rep Speaker, who be the Deputy Speaker, who be the Chief Whip, who be the Minority Leader. Now what in him go the reason on top of the work where they had. If I don't know say work could day where our president-elect gets to do, the work will not be here. Right now, sir, we talk about the incumbent government that don't suspend removal of petrol subsidy. So that one now, that is biggest or the fastest challenge way on top of the table of the president-elect. So I don't know why the ginger NAS leadership. I don't know, Sha. That one day there, on top of the matter, which other one day here? On to the next one. Nigeria didn't lose $2.4 billion from oil exports to China. Malami, they talk so. NEC advises FGE against fuel subsidy removal in June. That one day there too. Yes, all of them there for inside of the matter. Then, the Nation newspaper they here this morning. The big headline talks say, why Tinubu flawed Atiku Obi by President Muhammadu Buhari. That one day there. They will see President-elect urges governors to back party on National Assembly top positions. That one day there. Buhari to spend retirement in Kaduna. Really? For Kaduna? Wow. Hey, let me smart, 10 burnt in Plateau tanker accident. Judgment reserved in OAU murder case. Wow. That one day there. That one day there. With the C, they say mixed reactions trail subsidy removal shift. All of them there for here. 48 million barrel of crude oil not missing. Malami, then they tell reps. Then we see another one. We talk to Southwest states to launch regional power rail projects. Well, that one not bad. Southwest states made they launch regional power and rail projects. Regional power and rail projects. Okay, so that one day there this morning. Then we still see them. They say, Buhari, we have done our best to improve security. We have done our best to improve security. Well, that one day there, I don't know how everybody could feel about that one. The Vanguard today here on to the next one this morning. The big headline for the Vanguard of Scoff, they see the picture of the president waiting there for the Army's colors parade. When in day there, we see on the march with in full regalia. Yes, just knock on that regalia, make it take front. But gallant well for the Asiam. All right, so that one day there too. On to the next one this morning. We still check them, waiting the papers, them they talk. We look them. The big headline for Vanguard say, restore local refining, says NLC as FG halts subsidy removal. He said restore local refining. Now within NLC they talk as FG now don't halt, federal government now don't halt the removal of subsidy. They don't press pause. Say make we wait first. Timing should not be now. Finance Minister say make the timing not be now. It is commendable. TUC and they talk so. Leave petrol subsidy removal for incoming governments. But this government been promised say they could do something about subsidy. So at the end of the tenure, so the whole thing now to leave them for the next government. And leaving them for the next government now, you just like say the next government go inherit, because any decision wouldn't take, if it good, the next government go collect the credit. If it bad, the next government go collect the blame. Because now the decision now fully they the table of the next government. Okay, so that one day there for inside of the matter. Federal government files 9 fresh grounds opposing Nnamdi Kanu's release. I don't even know what thing I want to use Nnamdi Kanu do. What do you want to do with him? The opposing release. Okay, the one keeper, is it that he has been sentenced? We even have one sentence and make them sentence him, then put him in jail. So that he go there, go not send the serving sentence. But this one now, we say call to say leave him, but he still there. Then they oppose in release. Talk. I don't know how I want to take bill. If he's serving his sentence, make we know. Say now in sentence in the serve, he has been sentenced to so years imprisonment. Fine and good. Anybody will commit crime, make he answer for his crime. You know, you sentence him. So you go say if in the custody, you go no say now in sentence in the serve. But right now, when in the inside of custody for how long now? Waiting we go call this kind of detention. Waiting we go call him, because even the courts don't say, "Oh, yeah, free this man." Anyway, that one day there for inside of the matter. Then on to the next one. Allegation of missing 48 million barrels of crude oil baseless, unfounded. Malami, and they talk so. All of them there. Utaka wants Pizzero's job. Utaka. Wow. Where Utaka this is? That be smart, you know. Utaka the attacker. Okay. Anyhow, with that one being all of the headlines ready for inside of Vanguard. Now we done the check. Sudan, Nigerian students trapped in desert. Now this one, I see one video. I see the video actually. Where they say the day for inside of middle of nowhere, one girl they talk. You know, I see that particular video, and I don't really feel I'm not really happy with that video. Because first of all, people don't express concern, say, why didn't go evacuate Nigerians via road? But beyond that now, we don't see case where they somewhere, and from waiting that lady they talk, say, the drivers say they move and in, say they pay them complete and all of that, something like that. Now, but I beg, the bottom line now, make Nigerians reach Nigeria. I don't talk before, say any which way. May them come out, may them first reach Nigeria first. This one, nobody they blame anybody, nobody they call anybody out. The only thing where people they talk, evacuate Nigerians in Sudan. Simple, any which way. So well, not that simple, but then now something within necessary, it is important to do. And we guys commend the efforts of people for private sector, we guys commend the effort of the government too. But I believe say more they needed to do. We need to do more. We need to do more because it says a lot beyond the lives of the people being at risk. It says a lot for the international community. Say we get with people stranded and with a dilly-dally, they run helter-skelter to save them. You don't really present us well. So I beg, make them do something about that one. That one day there, Buhari's government shouldn't be blamed for not bringing back all Chibok girls. Wow. Presidency, now they talk that one. He said Buhari's government shouldn't be blamed for not bringing back all Chibok girls. So, I don't know who then go blame. Which government? Jonathan government? Or maybe the incoming government? Which government now they to blame? Because the government now they in continuum. Government now continuity. So, if it happen, just like say, you just be like the second Niger bridge where they start under the administration of Goodluck Jonathan. So if you say the government not to blame, this particular government is not to blame for the not being able to release all the Chibok girls, then maybe we're not going to give this government credit for not just maybe for completing the second Niger bridge, because no be under this government now the bridge starts. That one another way to look at. But then for me, not be about blame game. Not be about saying they blame this government or not blame this government. Not be about blame. By the time where those lives don't they saved, then we're going to start to talk how the water take enter inside the ship. But for now, the girls will not be all of them still don't they released, and then we still they talk about blame. Blame who? Who? Even me, I don't know who I want blame now. Who I want blame? Who is to blame now? So that one day there. On to the next one this morning. 10th NAS leadership work with Adamu's National Working Committee. Tinubu they tell APC government. That one day there for inside of the matter. Then oil prices drop below 80 barrels per day as OPEC orders meeting. All of them day for inside of Vanguard this morning. Based on how they be. All right, so we don't see all of them for inside of Vanguard. On to the next one for this Nigeria. Drivers dump Nigerians leaving Sudan in desert. Demand full payment. This one there for this Nigerian newspaper. Say drivers them, they dump Nigerians they leave Sudan for desert there. Park their bus for one side. Say, hello, we need our full money before we go move. This one there on top of this Nigeria this morning. National Economic Council halts removal of fuel subsidy. They don't halt them. The removal of the subsidy where they say go happen by the end of this tenure, by June, say they don't halt them. No more removal of subsidy. So na decision where the incoming government go gas take be that. When the incoming government come, then go decide to whether to or whether not to remove the subsidy. That one day there. On to the next one this morning. The Guardian newspaper. They're here. On top of the Guardian, the big headline saying Nigeria's drug crisis hits 500 billion naira worth of seizures yearly. This one and the big story. Nigeria's drug crisis hits 500 billion naira worth of seizures yearly. So every year. Now wow. Not a small matter. This is becoming a serious matter. is becoming a serious matter. But then we thank God for the move. We thank God for the efforts. Now, the big story right out of the Guardian. From January to December 2022, the statistics they there, the people where they don't arrest, they arrest 14,152 people related to drug issue or drug cases. 14,152 people from January to December. Then, for inside of that statistics, male now 13,026, female now 1,126. Then the drug seizures, all of them from all kinds of drugs. They mention all of them, their names there on top of the Guardian this morning. The most popular, all of them they the seizures in kg. No be small, oh. No be small at all. Talk about almost 2,130,717.43 kg total. Total weight of seizure of drugs where they don't seize so far from January to December 2022, because the statistics, these figures now for last year. Then we can check on many, in fact, now big breakdown we didn't do there. So the seizure, the bottom line, we say the money, the worth of the drugs where they don't seize from January to December, 500 billion naira. Check them out. Check them out. Waiting they happen for inside of the drug smuggling or drug trafficking world. Check how much. See what they involved. Don't be choice. All right. So, but we guys commend the effort of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. We guys commend their effort. NDLEA, especially last year, into this year, we see major arrests. We see major busting. We see major moves, major confiscation of drugs. We see major moves from NDLEA. Shout out to NDLEA on top of that particular one. So that one did, yeah. On to the next one. After $800 million palliative, FG suspends subsidy, cites wrong timing. Exactly. So after when they don't make this move to collect $800 million loan to cushion the removal of subsidy, and then increase 40% of the salary of civil servants as part of the cushioning effort, then come do some one or two things when they talk say existing register, social register, to make some cash transfer to the poorest of the poor. We hear all of those things. Now, just close to the time where the subsidy go come out, they say no, we are not removing the subsidy again. So what's going to happen with the loan, the $800 million loan? What's going to happen with all the palliative measures we done there on ground? I guess now all of them are the decision where the next government go take. So that one day there, for inside of the Guardian newspaper this morning, APC crisis, Lukman drags Adamu to court over alleged breach of party constitution. APC still they drag. Labour Party still get their own internal, according to how they say now externally stimulated internal crisis. Anyhow, now still internal crisis because two factional leadership they drag. Then APC get their own, taking people to court and all. Because right now, Lukman, when he be one of the vice chairmen, then they drag Adamu to court on top of the one we concern, say he breached the constitution. That one day there, the PDP too get their own crisis, internal crisis everywhere. On top of the matter, Malami Knox Reps says claims of illegal $2.4 billion oil sale said a lie. Says false. That one day there this morning on top of the matter. Now the stories them where they on top of the Guardian, the big story and the rest of the story. Sudan crisis, confusion, logistic hurdles, trail evacuation. Confusion, logistics hurdles, they draw logistics to move them. So now what's in part of the challenges where they on top of the evacuation matter. May they evacuate these people now. May they evacuate these people. That's the only thing. Any which way, may them consolidate on the effort where they make to see that Nigerians arrive home safely. Okay? It go a long way. It says a lot about how we respect or value the lives of citizens. It's important. That one day, the Punch newspaper they here. So, National Assembly leadership, they say Tinubu governors dump consensus for zoning. So now still zoning they go do, no be consensus. Governors advise Tinubu against endorsing candidates, seek due process. Say make Tinubu no go endorse anybody when they follow due process. Work with party leadership for principal officers election. For principal officers election, Tinubu they tell governors, say make us work with Adamu and the party leadership to elect the principal officers. They tell all the governors them. Over 60,000 soldiers recruited under my watch. Now President Muhammadu Buhari talks to part of what they achieved. Be say under his watch inside of the 8 years, over 60,000 soldiers. Now they recruit. Well, that one day there. Nigerians rejoice as police go after rogue cops. Well, that one is important. Some police officers know they try. Some, they get the bad egg. So Nigerians they rejoice now as Nigerian police now they go after the rogue cops. Floods, 16 states, IFG relief funds. All of them they their relief funds based on the flood arrangement. FG plans supplementary budgets as NEC suspends subsidy removal. That one day there. Then would see rescued Nigerian students arrive Egypt, await airlift. So some of them would don't rescue, some of them don't touch down for Egypt, and then for Egypt where they day there they wait to make them carry them by air to Nigeria. All right, so well. We still expect them back home that one day there because no be crime say then go Sudan, go school or go hustle. Any Nigerian can live legitimately as long as they do legitimate hustle. You can live in any part of the world, and then no be their fault. Say war starts there. So that one day there. PDP LP lost poll to overconfidence. Now Buhari saying overconfidence, so now he make PDP and Labour Party lose the election. Saying overconfidence. I don't know. He said overconfidence now make PDP and Labour Party lose the election. That according to our incumbent, our President Muhammadu Buhari. That one day for inside of the Punch. All the headlines within the Punch this morning. 7:24. The numbers they there to call. Make we talk. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. Now the numbers to call this morning. Then make I rush to check the the final paper one of the see for here. Yes, I see the final paper for here. All right, this one on a Daily Trust. Make we check the Daily Trust shortly, based on how they be. This one they talk. You say the big headline for Daily Trust. They say Tinubu settles for Akpabio, Barrow as Senate President and Deputy. Hello, there side.
Hello. EZEMMUO, good morning.
Good morning to you, my brother. Who they talk there?
This Life Lion from Life Camp.
Life Lion from Life Camp. How you did this morning?
EZEMMUO, they do well at all. They remember your brother now. Wow.
Let me say,
primary school near you go.
Which primary school? Calm down, my brother. Which primary school?
Primary school near you go.
What be the name of the school for where? I see you, Lifeline. Welcome from Life Camp there. They ask of you once in a while.
How work?
We do. Make we hear from you quickly, my brother.
Okay, EZEMMUO, God bless all our listeners and all our contributors in Citizen FM wherever they are. EZEMMUO, in fact, my heart is boiling. A whole great nation like this. I want to ask, I am even asking myself, politics. Even to the extent of our own children outside here, others have put their own children, put the ambassadors from Sudan. We, the giant of Africa, our children are still there crying up to now. This is the same Africa, not Europe, not Asia continent, the same Africa we are talking about. What are we talking about? That means we don't even value we don't even value our affairs. You see, all the whole world are watching you.
All right.
They are watching.
All right.
We don't even value human being. We don't even value life.
All right.
What will it take us to evacuate our people from danger?
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Lifeline, for that one. We don't talk. Thank you so much. Hello, who they decide now?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you there. Quickly, who they talk? ID Noble from Orozo. I believe you. Yes, I believe you. Morning to you, my brother. Welcome. Make we hear you.
Good morning. Yeah. I did open my cry.
Well, open mic time never reach now for papers be this. So open mic now just after 8 o'clock.
Okay, I'll call back then. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. ID Noble from Orozo. On to the next one there. Hello, who they decide? Hello.
Morning, EZEMMUO.
Morning to you there, my man, Max man.
Yeah. How the night now?
My brother, we don't balance well for inside studio like this. So.
We thank God.
No be lie.
That they don't come, make it bring a blessing for us.
No be lie. Thank you, my brother. You too. Quickly, make we hear from you from our podium.
Yeah, our president said they don't try their best for security.
Yes, he talked to.
It good make to say I try my power, I try all I fit do, but make him no say in best so he not do anything at all. Because now people see they die. How many people don't die for this regime? How many people that adopt for this regime? You guess when they adopt before he take over 80 good years now. What of the ones who they take for his present? You see this security issue, I didn't see and say, be like say some people not they take and serious, like they take and do business. Yes, if not, me I not see why we say for good 80 years you hold the mantle of leadership. You have security problem. You not feel mandate an agency say make sure say this thing end by so time. Anyway, we hear him. He try his best, but his best not good enough. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Max man. For that one, we don't talk. Say best. Well, thank you so much for that one. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. Who there this way?
Good morning, Chief Priest EZEMMUO.
Morning to you, my man. Who they talk there?
This is Godwin O. Abuja.
Yes.
Abuja man lives in Abuja.
No be lie. Goja man who lives in Abuja. Abo lives in the city of Calabar. Welcome, my brother. Make we hear from you quickly.
Yes, sir. The headline where they bring my mind is that of a zoning of NAS leadership.
Yes.
For me, I would have it's easy. The Senate president seat should have gone to the south. For Zonam, that is my opinion. They should zone it to southeast.
And if I may ask you, what will be the benefit of zoning them to southeast? What is the reason? What is the rationale?
Well, let me put it clear so that you see the analogy as the way I want it.
Okay.
The southeast should have that position of a Senate president. Then south will also have like the deputy speaker. Then the speakership, not central. Being that not west, we get vice president. Southwest, we have president. You understand? Then the speakership itself, deputy speakership, can as well go to the not south. I mean northwest. You see, by this, it will bring inclusion as well as stability in the government and national unity. You understand?
All right.
Given the ruling party, the incoming administration, the impetus to work in harmony with one another,
all right,
and geopolitical zones will be equally represented. That is my own take. And secondly, I want to, the president is saying that the article loss and will be bringing in all kinds of technicalities. It is not him. He should concentrate on handing over to the incoming government. The litigations they got. Now, court will determine. The method, the way in which he made their laws. He should not determine. He should not be the judge and the center and complainer as well as trying to pacify this party.
Thank you Thank you, my brother, for that one we don't talk. Thank you, God, we know our more so much. Hello, who they decide?
Well, good morning, sir.
Morning to you, my brother. Who they talk there quickly now?
This one, Kelvin from Meitama. We call yesterday.
Yes, don't be lying. Kelvin, my brother from Meitama. Welcome. Good to hear from you again. Welcome. Make we hear from you this morning.
First of all, EZEMMUO, make I thank you for the way they break down these papers every morning. You know, the thing they really enter my belly well.
Thank you, my brother.
Make I go straight to the point.
Go straight.
You know, you talk one thing. You say the security situation for the country. This government, they blame the previous government. So the bridge we say the former government they started before. Then we say we go give accolades to the previous government. But there's something where they bother my mind. These cheaper girls the way they come out 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. They run, they say they don't release, they don't see 1 or 2.
Yes.
The question is where then they run they come out from? The people where they hold them, then they ask them where they been there before. But if these people go feel wrong, maybe in 2 days they just run come out from where they did. Then they say where they hide other ones, them, far. That one I want. Then another thing I want to talk about is say the National Assembly leadership, whether they want to go meet our president-elect. This separation of power, when we talk about, say, our legislatures and the rubber stamp legislatures, this one they talk to paper stamp. Because how can these leaders now, the Senate president to be, go can't get mouth to their presidents, say go stamp paper when the president will put on there to be. So now my questions be this. So thank you so much.
All right, my brother Kelvin, nice one. Thank you for that one. We don't talk. Interesting way to put them there. Hello, who they decide?
Good morning.
Morning to you. Who they talk there?
This is Chief Zaka from
Ado. Chief Zaka from Ado. Morning to you, my brother. Welcome.
Morning, my brother.
Yes, sir. Make we hear you quickly.
In fact, I don't know why you a hunter kill an animal yet to be butchered.
Chief Zaka, this
part you are going to eat. I'm talking in respect of Senate President.
Okay.
It has the president-elect has not been inaugurated, and people started dragging speakership, Senate President, this and that. So I don't think that should be the problem for now. If Nigeria is a honest country, that shouldn't be this thing now. If the president-elect has been inaugurated, we come to the issue of Senate President and speakership.
But somebody go think, say maybe you should start lobbying on time. No wait until they don't inaugurate the president.
Do we supposed to lobby for Senate President? Don't they know the right thing to be done? We're not supposed to lobby for it. That is the truth. If you are lobbying for a position, it means you are ineffective. You cannot perform. If you are fit for the position.
Chief Zaka, your line don't cut. All right, thank you so much. Chief Zaka say, if you the lobby, now be say you not first qualify, because if you qualify, then go give you. Why are you lobbying? Who they here?
Chief, double chief EZEMMUO.
I greet you, my brother. Isa Ashiku, super citizen.
Yes, super citizen.
Welcome. Make we hear from you quickly.
Mr. President said you should not blame him for the Chibok case. And then that the PDP and the
that's from the presidency, not necessarily the president. Yes.
That the PDP and the Labour lost because of
overconfidence.
Who will enter a race without confidence? He is not the court. This case is in the court. He cannot be the judge against the case against him. So they have shown power of incumbents. They should leave the court to do their work. I'm begging him. Remains of 30-something days for him to go. Let him leave this case with the court.
All right.
May God bless Nigeria.
Thank you so much. May God bless Nigeria. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning, Isa, at Chiku Cities in 7:37 this morning. Chief Zaka, try call us back in case you try call us 0903 22 29 797. Who they are show now this morning?
Hello, EZEMMUO. Good morning.
Morning to you. This guys be Sam from Apo.
Sam from Abu.
I don't catch your voice now. Samuel from Apo. Samuel.
Yes.
Morning.
I want to talk about this Tinubu settle for Akpabio.
Yes.
Yeah. If Tinubu want to recycle all the people who have corrupt tendencies, you not go actually do well for this administration. We need vibrant people. We need somebody corruption-free people. Because when he left, did you hear me too?
Are they with you, my brother?
When Akpabio left government.
Yes.
When he as a governor, they are letting for embezzling about 300 billion naira. They come who are put for APC, and the who are put for APC, they come forgive her. So the case, the quench the case for APC. Everybody still know about that. So if you go to start all those people, they have corrupt, they go walk away. Maybe select somebody who will say they need they corruption free.
All right. Interesting.
Then I want to talk about palliative too.
Okay.
This palliative center of issue, let them divert the money to what the purpose of which is meant for. Let them run out buses. Let them run out buses and repair our refinery. If the money is not meant for frivolous expenses, or that you go and share it. So we should monitor the money, they should follow the money and make sure they do the right thing. Understand?
Yeah. All right.
So that's what the matter. Because this is evacuation of the team.
Yes.
This is evacuation of these people.
Yes.
They don't want to monitor this thing because everything Nigeria would like to take opportunity. They said they budget a 1.something trillion. Trillion is what we are talking about too. And yet the government said they have not paid them. So what kind of justice is that one? That will not be corruption again. So to look into it to so that others will not be stranded. Thank you, EZEMMUO.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother Samuel. Hello, who they decide now? Hello. All right. The number is still there to call us quickly. On top of the radio. Who there this way now?
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Morning to you, my brother man, Kennedy. From Carroll.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I was so happy. When you read the headline that talks about Buhari saying he has done his best. You know, when you talk about insecurity, and he also told us. You also read another headline that Buhari to spend his retirement in Kaduna. I'm so happy because, you know, once an elder tell you that this is his best, it means that there is nothing you should expect. He has told us that he has done his best. I wish, as he's retiring in Kaduna, they should give him a house in Kaduna North. That place is so peaceful, and let him enjoy what we enjoy too. And then talking about the students dumped in desert, as drivers demand full payment. My brother, it was just few days you read the amount of money that federal government released to evacuate students in Sudan.
No, me release the money. And now what did I read from this paper?
No, I say you read.
I know.
You read that federal government released this money and Nigerian students still dump inside desert. Do you know the trauma this will cause on these students? Some of them, if they come back, they have to go and check their blood pressure because they will not be normal.
Wow.
Haba. This is national embarrassment to our beloved country. I think the federal government should arise and then question those people that are involved in evacuating these people right in time before we begin to hear another bad news. Thank you. I think I just stop here.
Thank you so much. Well, that's why we don't talk. Kennedy from Carroll. As the matter take the beat, we see the check. I'm there waiting the papers. Them they talk all of the headlines one by one. The numbers they there. We don't check. We there on top of Daily Sun, Daily Trust, by the way. Now Daily Trust will be the check. But in case you want to put body for some of the headlines where we don't they talk about since the numbers they there 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. Now quickly make I tell you by 8 o'clock. we go rush the we rush open mic. We will rush them very quickly from 8 to 8:15, so that by 8:15 we get guests. By guests, we go carry us go reach 8:30. By 8:30, almost this is real life radio drama because we need to hustle. These two things now are paid for, so we need to hustle. That's why we get from 8 o'clock to 8:15 to rush our open mic, to rush them. We're gonna need to rush them very quickly. So on how we just close the newspaper review, make we rush go check the open mic. That's not for the big talk this morning. So ready yourself, prepare yourself. Anything where you get to yarn, make we yarn from 8 to 8:15. Who they are so now?
Hello?
Hello, morning to you. Who they talk there?
EZEMMUO talk from
Who they talk? Who they just speak up and then sharp I beg. Yeah?
Now ID the talk
Okay.
from Duse.
ID from Duse. ID, how far now?
ID, my brother, good morning.
Morning to you. Welcome, ID. Make we hear from you quickly.
Our president said under his watch, 60,000 soldiers were recruited.
Yes, 60,000, yes.
Nice figure. Nice figure.
Huh?
I said the figure is impressive, very impressive.
Okay.
But you should tell Nigerians how many of those soldiers terrorists killed. That is it. Recruiting soldiers to fight in the war front is quite different from giving them the welfare and everything to work with. Their foot soldiers, they are the one fighting. Chief of army staff will not go. Some of these commanders will not go to face this guy. But the point is, 60,000 soldiers, how many were killed by these terrorists? And why did terrorists kill those soldiers? Just like Maxman said, some people are benefiting from this insecurity. And this is not what Mr. President promised to Nigerians in 2014 and 2016 when he was campaigning. He said terrorism and killing stop. With 60,000 soldiers he recruited within this period of his administration, which of the states in Nigeria is it? EZEMMUO. Which state in this country is with the 60,000 soldiers? Some generals were killed. My president did not say anything. One general was killed along Abuja, Lokoja. My president did not even say anything. A general, serving general. And my president is the general. And you are not telling Nigeria that yes, you recruited 60,000 soldiers. He tried his best, but his best is far short of the expectations of Nigeria in terms of security. Thank you so much.
All right, ID for Duse, thank you so much for that one. We don't talk. Talk about expectations. All right, so the number still there. 0903 22 29 797. Talk your own. Keep up within the cycle of reasoning. No slander anybody, and of course make you not talk something we be saying a wild allegations them, but keep them inside of the cycle of reasoning, then make we reason together. Waiting paper they talk. Now time for you to talk your own. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. You like to send message for WhatsApp, drop on there. Our WhatsApp number there 0818 22 22 205. All of them are the numbers them. Make we rush this. Make I finish up with this daily trust quickly. Now, when they talk about Sudan crisis, they say 1,500 Nigerian evacuees to arrive Abuja today. Oh, today. Returnees abandoned in desert over pay hitches. Hundreds of Umrah pilgrims stranded in Saudi. Stranded in Saudi. People they come from Sudan stranded. People Umrah pilgrims stranded in Saudi. Well, all of them they there. But then talk about this evacuation. Talk about this moving our people from Sudan to Nigeria. Now something when it be saying a national importance. It is very important. That's not the bottom line of the whole matter. Now we understand say glitch is good day. We understand say hitch is fit day one way or another. But not necessary. Now something when it be say we guys take very seriously. We guys look at like something when it be saying a matter of urgency. Right, a matter of urgency, a matter of cautiousness, That be something when they say they go con they talk about delay. Because yesterday here, just like somebody pointed out, $1.2 million. Now we hear, say, federal government earmark or bring come outside, say they go get like about 40 buses to move the people by road to Egypt. Then from Egypt, they go airlift them to Nigeria. $1.2 million. All right, so that figure from the budget, from the coffers of the government, that figure, we're not supposed to hear say, okay, they don't pay them full, they don't pay the people in full, and then maybe one or two things happen. I don't know, because life and death, life they involve. If anything happened to those children, we thank God say so far so good, nothing, no case of casualty, no death recorded, but God forbid, may something no go happen to any of them for that desert or in the process of all of these higgy haga. That one day there. For inside of the matter. So quickly, make I just rush the other headlines for Daily Trust. The number still there. We go talk to us this morning. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. All of them they here. Hello, who they decide this morning now?
Okay, sorry, I'm the one calling back.
ID number, yes, welcome. ID number, say about from 8, because we get something for 8:15, we get something for 8:30. So open mic in just like 10 minutes. But then, inside that 10 minutes, you go still talk. But then go ahead, go ahead. Yes.
Okay, this one I want to talk has to do with this Malami appearance before the National Assembly.
Yes.
When it tells the accusation that so and so is missing is baseless. So that is what I want to say. You see, until we continue to look at not only the competence but character of people in power, we will not get it right. See how much money we are losing, my brother. See how much money is going, and people are suffering day and night in this country. And we will have something to explain why this one is not like that, and yet money is going. Look, how 9 billion. They say that up in we are not hearing anything about the this country. People are suffering every day, and money is being stolen, and yet we say nothing is happening. And we don't want to say character is important in this matter. We are only talking about competence, and things are going worse every day. God will help us. So,
all right.
Later.
All right, ID, thank you so much for that one. Character, they important. Competence no be everything, because character and competence, now two of them, for instance, of the equation of success, two of them, they work hand in hand. Thank you so much, ID Noble from Orozo. 7:49. Now, waiting time, not to talk for inside of the studio here. Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. Now, here we did waiting the papers to talk this morning. Hello. Morning. Yes. Morning to you, my brother, man. Who they talk there?
Morning, sir.
Yes, sir. What is your name?
My name is EZEMMUO from Abuja.
I beg, your radio they on, and I see they re-echo back, they disturb us. So just reduce them or shift from that side so that we'll talk well.
Okay, rushing come on right now.
You see the echo as they talk. So what is your name again? Where they call us from?
My name is EZEMMUO Peter.
EZEMMUO Peter.
Yes, sir.
From where they call us?
All the way from Abuja here.
All of us there, Abuja. Which side where you there?
Or just like Metama here now we there, sir.
Metama now you there. Welcome, EZEMMUO Peter from Metama. Make we hear from you quickly this morning now.
I don't know all these our people all the way from Sudan. I don't know whether they don't bring them come back.
They enter today. So some of them go enter today. About 1,500 of them go arrive for Abuja today.
We'll press.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Well done.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning. So, yes, about 1,500 of them today they go touch down for inside of the country for Abuja here. So, girl 8 test HIV positive after mother's boyfriend raped. Which kind of headline be this now? Which kind of headline be this? This one no go well, oh. You know, go well at all. Wow. Hello, who they decide, Jerry? Hello.
Good morning.
Morning to you. Who they talk there?
Godwin from Maraba.
Godwin from Maraba. Good morning to you, my brother. Let's hear you quickly.
Yes, so I want to talk about this where President said now for confidence and now will be an article lose election.
All right, yes.
Is it correct? What he say? Is it correct? Why should he say it's for confidence make them lose election?
No, but in your opinion, what he didn't feel? He didn't feel say because prior to the election, many people they blow hot.
Not be that one, my brother. That made them go rig election because you know say the man go win. That's why they go intentionally rig election.
But when you say they intentionally rig the election, if they bring you, Godwin from Maraba out, you get proof to back up this thing where you talk for radio, so?
Yes, but what do you talk, sir?
No, I dey ask you a simple question now. I don't tell you say whether they rig them or they no rig them. I say this one where you talk. And you know, say Nigeria big. You know, be from one corner of the country, you can take proof. You have to prove that the whole country, that in the 36 states and the FCD, the election was rigged.
See, nobody in this country going to say, you don't talk, say, Obi win election. Nobody.
How you going to talk, say nobody? What do you mean nobody? Am I not somebody?
People where they tell this country the truth. That is it. People where they talk truth. People where stand by truth for this country. People where they want this country to progress. That they go talk this kind of thing. That they go say yes, this election was rigged.
All right. Godwin, thank you. But I go try. Make we try understand them. This decision of rigged or not rigged, we dey in the process of trying to find out. So is you under the tribunal right now. So if you come out say they rigged. Yes, exactly. Because thank you so much for that one. We don't talk, my brother. Because for radio to come outside for radio say this election was rigged outrightly like that. If they call you, say come and prove how they take rig them. No only talk, you go talk. You go say they did this one, and you don't go feel prove them. To prove this kind of allegation, it is hard. That's why you need to be careful. I know they talk whether they know rigam or they rigam. I know they talk so, but they say for you to make any allegation or to make any wild claim, you need to be able to have backup. Good morning. Over 60,000 soldiers recruited under my watch, says Buhari. My president should have not mentioned the number of people recruited because the figure is too small. The fact that Nigeria is going through the wars of insecurity, that amount is not good enough. As it stands now, many parts of Nigeria are under attacks under the watch of the president. Giving the soldiers all they need to work effectively is another big deal. Taking care of the family of those killed in the war front is another bigger deal. My president should go count the number again and he